So we are covering as per the syllabus object, class, class definition, object definition, call by value and call by reference, and also object as a function argument. Now we are going to cover the topic arrays. So arrays concept in array of objects. Now suppose we have 50 students in a class. Just imagine we have 50 students in a class and we have to input the name and marks of all the 50 students. So now 50 students are there. If you want information regarding of these 50 students, their names and their marks. So one student we can possible creating up the one object, we can get the one student details, marks and name. But like that 50 students are there, what you will do one thing, that is we have to create the 50 objects for 50 students, and each student is going to get one object. And if you want to show the details of the particular object, we can particular student details, we have to use that, access that particular object. Like that we have to create 50 students and we have to assign these students values data to these 50 objects. 50 members, 50 objects, one number, one object. It is a very lengthy process. We have to write the lines of code, we have to allocate a lot of memory. At the same time we have to write the many code. These are the lengthy and risky and tedious process. It's a very tedious process. So if you want to overcome this problem, we have to follow one thing. What is that? Array of objects. All of you know about the array concept. We already covered in the C programming in last semester, and where you are using the arrays, definition of the array, and how you are using arrays in a programming language. Now here, especially in object-oriented programming language, while you are creating an object, we are using the array concept, array of objects. So look at simple thing here, how your elements are accessing. For example, array size is 10. If we want to insert the 10 elements, so we have to take the array size as 10. That means array size 10. What is the size of the array? 10. It means 10, we can store 10 locations. The same way, if you declare array size as 100, we can store 100 elements. If you declare array size as 1000, you can store 1000 elements. Same manner, array of object is nothing but, so if you are creating one object, and if you want to create 100 object, you can create it using of the array. So using of the array. You don't need to create again like that 100 objects. Just to create one array object, and you can locate 100 objects in one single array. One single array can maintain 100 objects. This is the array of objects. Array of objects. You will see how we will do that. Look at here. Now suppose we have 50 students in a class and we have to input the name and marks of all the 50 students, then creating 50 different objects and then inputting the name and marks of all those 50 students is not a good option. In that case, we will create an array of objects as we do in the case of other data types. Look at here, we are doing the same programming. So here in hash include IOStream, hash include string using namespace std dot, and then what is the name of the class? Student. Student is the name of the class. What is the name of the class? Student is the name of the class. Now taking the variable string and taking another variable marks. So data type is string and integer. Now I am getting the function. What is the member function? Void get name. To taking up the input get name I needed, to taking up the names of the students, and then get line I am giving the input SCIN comma name, then void get marks I am entering the marks, Then I want to show that marks, name and marks for the particular student. Overall the 50 students, name their names and as well as their marks. How will show it? Simple. Again I want to take the one more member function, that is void display info. I am taking three functions here. First one is the get data, second one is the get marks, third one is the void display. There are three functions. Okay. Now how many students? 50 students. I don't want to create the 50 object here. I want take the one array. I want insert all objects in a single array. How will I do that? Simple thing. Look at here. Student is a class name. Then look at here. Syntax of creating a array. First class name space. Okay. What you have to do first? First class name space array name. What is the name of the array here in this program? st is the name of the array, and size of the array. What is the size of the array? 5 is the size of the array. I am not taking the 50 elements for here. For time being I am taking only 5 elements. That's the 5 element, that is the array size. Here element is nothing but object. What is the element? Element is nothing but object. I am taking 5 objects here. How many objects? 5 objects. Each object considered as a one element in array size. Totally here, if you want to create a array objects, we have to follow syntax. The syntax is like this. First name of the class, student is the name of the class, then space, name of the array, st is the name of the array, then size of the array. We have to declare the size of the array. 5 is the size of the array that we have seen here. Then I am taking the for loop, int I equal 0, I less than equal to 5, I plus plus plus. Okay, now see, I am entering the details of the student here. See out, show the see out, print the name of the student, print the name of the name, and print the marks of the students. So here we want print the name s bracket I dot get name. Look at here, this is the array st. Look at here carefully. I want to write something here. st I dot get name, and then st I dot get marks. This is the array of objects. How many members data you want to enter, and that many objects will be considered in this single array. s1 dot get name and s1 sti dot get marks. So this will take the data of the students. So sti, it means st1 is the one object, and st2 is the second object, and st3 is the third object, and st4 is the fourth object, and st5 is the fifth object. Like that, how many objects we can create? 5 objects. How we are creating? Simple, using of the array name sti. Sti is nothing but the size of the array. Totally 5 objects we are taking, and name of the student and marks of the student will store in object 1. The name of the student, name of the second student, name of the third student, name of the fourth student, name of the fifth students, like that their marks will store each and every object. Like that we are taking 5 students details. That's why here 5 objects are created in a single array. This way of creation, the process we call array of objects. Now I am displaying data sti.display. Then what are the data already stored in this array? The all objects data will display. All object data will display. How you creating the array? So first one class name, then array name, then declaration of the size of the array. Then how you enter the data to the particular array? Simple, the array dot get data, then array dot get data, get name, get marks. So then again array dot display info. So automatically the entire data inside of the array will going to display. This concept is called array of objects. Array of objects. Again, look at the program here. First, hash include IO stream, hash include string, then class student. Simple following the syntax, class student. You are taking the two variables here, string name and int marks, both are the variables, and again we are declaring the member functions. Void get name is the member function, then get line we are assigning the values to the member function, and they again taking the member function, that is a function get marks, and assign the values to the get marks, and again we are taking the one more function that is called display, and again assigning telling to the display to name and marks displaying. Then main programming, we are declaring the array here. In the main program we are declaring array student st5, this is the declaration of the array and the array size, and taking the for loop for I equal 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, that means for incrementing of the each and every time array location should be increased. So array location would be increased. If you want to increase the array location, then we have to take the for loop, then only it will go in a increasing order, and each and every time the object value will store in one place, then it will increase, the second object value will store, and then it will increase, the third object value will store, then it will increase up to like that. The max of the array size will be filled while you are entering the data. So now we want to show all the data, simple array dot display info. Already we take the one function display function to showing of the data. Now accessing of the array and we are showing the data, then we can see the data that is inside of the array. This concept is called array of objects. So we will see remaining topics in next our video lectures.